Hey, everybody. Thank you for jumping in on that panel. That was awesome. Um, I mean, I was learning so much. I wish I could go back 20 years and I had all that knowledge, as looking at my career because they really nailed it. So I just can't thank Gabe and Kate and Catherine for jumping on. I've known Catherine for many years in the sales development and inside sales world, and she is such a terrific mentor and coach, and I've learned so much from her over the years. In really not only just personal life and success, but also in running a team. And Kate, I've just been a huge fan. I knew her probably through Always Hired, um, and when she really established a brand for herself, even many years before that became a cool thing to do. She was way ahead of the game there, and that's how I found out about her, and I followed her career trajectory over the years, and it's been amazing to see. And now she's, on to bigger and better things, beyond just the sales world, into marketing and interfacing with executives and just absolutely crushing it. And I mean, Gabe is such a great moderator, and taking us through those really impactful questions. So um, that was amazing. That talk will be here if you're watching this on YouTube or on the Tenbound website. Just look for the live career panel from the Thrive conference. And if you missed that panel, watch it because it was power packed with information. And so thank you again for coming today. We always like to give you the key takeaways from the various talks, and I know that I came in with a lot of doom and gloom about everything that's going on, but we got some great information for looking at your career moving forward from the panel. And before I forget, I just want to give big shout outs to Lead Graph and Diffbot for helping us to put this on. If you haven't checked them out and gotten a trial going, I'll throw the links in the comments here, and we can make sure that you do that. And of course, to Gabe with Always Hired for helping us. But as you go through and you're thinking about, okay, what are some quick takeaways? Beyond, we named some of the books that are really helpful in the last one, but as you're moving forward, think about this, making sure that again, that ship at sea analogy. Okay, so you've got to take full responsibility for your career and full ownership over this. You know, uh, I like to quote Logan Roy from Succession. If you ever watched that show, he's a horrible person, but he had a great line, which is basically, life isn't about knights in shining armor and someone coming to save you. It's I think he called it's a knife fight in the mud. It's a dirty, complicated mess. And if you're sitting there waiting for somebody to come and save you, you're going to be waiting a long time. And suddenly 5, 10, 15 years have gone by and you're going, I'm nowhere right now. And the sooner that you can realize this, the better. You've got to take full ownership over this, to become the best SDR that you can, become the best salesperson you can, become the best marketer that you can. It's completely your responsibility. And so, but there's so much education out there, and there's so much mentorship to be able to help you. And so, think about it in buckets of, there's sales skills that you have to learn, there's prospecting skills that you have to learn, then you've got to learn about the customers at your company and the industry that you're selling into and how your product relates to that so that you can become a great resource for that information. And then you've got to think about business acumen. You've never probably run a business. You don't know, you don't understand profit and loss and how you fit into the overall business as a salesperson or as an SDR. And what's going on at the company from that business perspective. Maybe you don't have an MBA. You've never run a business before. So there's a whole universe of things that you need to learn about how does a business operate and how does it run? And the good news, the great news is that there's so many resources out there today. I mean, like, again, in my day, you had to go to the library, and nobody even knows what a library is anymore. It's all out there online for you to learn, and you just got to get out. One of the things that they mentioned, break out of your comfort zone. Be unafraid to go out and just look like an idiot, and finding out information about how to get better at sales and how to get better at your company's industry and how to get better at business acumen. Don't be shy about it, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, beyond. It doesn't matter. You just, go out and find that information and become self-educated on it. Steve Jobs had a great quote of, it's hard to make sense in your career of, what's going on and is this going anywhere? And all of a sudden you're just like, this doesn't feel right. I don't understand what's going on. And then you make moves based on your intuition and what is really working for you. And it really doesn't make any sense until you start to look back, and you look back on your career and you connect the dots in reverse. You, you know, you, so self-reflection and journaling, and tracking your day by day movement so that you can go back and look at it. Those are really important things to think about. Get out of your comfort zone, keep going. It's easy for me to say all this stuff because I've been around for a long time, and I know it's much harder for people that are like just getting into your career and trying to figure it out. um, the other thing that they mentioned on the panel that is really interesting is, let's be realistic. You're going to face discrimination in your career in some way, shape, or form. There's all sorts of discrimination out there, and there's gonna be people that are further along just based on the fact of what they look like and where they came from and the way that they talk and all these different factors that go into it. And okay, um, we can work hard every day to eliminate all discrimination from all human interactions, but that's going to take a long time, and who knows how long it's going to take. In the meantime, the clock is ticking on your career and in your life, and you're just going to have to realize, okay, there's tons of discrimination out there. I'm being discriminated against, for a variety of reasons. And so, and we just have to deal with it. And Kate and Catherine had some amazing advice, being powerful, strong women in this in society. You're being discriminated against either directly or subtly, and you just have to be able to deal with that and get ahead and fight your way up to the top if that's what you want to do, without the advantages that other people have based on how they look like or where they come from and stuff like that. So it is what it is. You got to deal with it. And then finally, um, nurturing your relationships, and as Kate mentioned, it's making sure that you realize that people are hanging a sign around their head that you can't see, and it says, "Make me important," or see me or, realize that I'm here and I'm struggling and I have needs and things that I'm trying to accomplish and validate me basically. And it's easy, I think, when you're super driven and when you're a hardcore especially salesperson, to go through and it's like, how can these people help me get ahead in my career and get me to the next step? And you just sort of leave this a smoking crater behind you as you're trying to move forward. But hey, you might pop up in another 10 years and it turns out that somebody who you kind of blew off is now offering a job or looking for the right person for the exact job that you want at some point. This happens. Your career is long. You're going to be unless you're win the lottery or or you have like several successful exit and you can retire. Didn't happen to me, but hopefully it'll happen to you. But your career is long, so you want to make sure that you nurture those relationships and keep in touch, help people, or just check in with somebody like who looks like they're struggling and see if there's something that you can do. So it's really good. Okay, before I forget, while you're on here, go and check out Always Hired. If you're an Always Hired veteran, get in touch with Gabe and see how you might be able to work with them again to get some great recruits in. If you're a somebody looking for a job right now, or you're trying to get into sales, call Gabe and enter into their program. And then obviously, if you're a company looking for the best salespeople, get in touch with them because they can help. And then I wanted to throw this out there one more time. If you leave a review on tenbound.com, I will give you a year of Tenbound Plus, which is $144. And you get all the training, all the frameworks, all the playbooks that we use on $5,000 and $10,000 implementations with companies. You get them for $144. So go in, find the best, and lead graph is probably in Tenbound somewhere. Leave a review if you've ever used the product. If you have any experience with it, let us know if it's any good. And we're giving you also, as part of Lead Graph's participation, there's a 20% off discount code I'm going to throw in here in the chat that you can get if you give them a try. It's an amazing program. I use it here at Tenbound, and we've used it to build pipeline throughout the last couple years. And then again, get into Tenbound Plus and do it for free, so you don't have to pay by leaving a review over at Tenbound. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on the conference today. I look forward to working with you more, and I'm going to go and network with Kate and Catherine and Gabe more and want to thank them for their amazing contribution. We'll see you next time.